Good day everyone, welcome once again to my e-classroom, the Great Check, and welcome to my subject, Empowerment Technologies. And in this video, we're gonna be tackling about empowerment technologies and how information and communication technologies becomes a tool for students, especially for senior high school students. And since this is an overview of what we're going to be talking in the whole semester, and the whole semester, the first sem, is divided into two quarters. And the first quarter, as you can see on the screen, the blue ones, and the second quarter is the brown ones. And since this is an overview, and we just have to run through what we will study in this subject. So in quarter one, for weeks 1 and 2, we will have the key concept, which is the ICT in the context of global communication for a specific professional track. And this is divided into 3 lessons. So the first one is the ICT, and the second one is the online, and the third one is the skills. So for ICT, these are what we will tackle about: the information communication technology, the current state of ICT technologies, which is divided also into 5, and there are still many things that we can learn, study in this current state of ICT technologies. And the second one is the online systems, functions, and platforms. So the second one, which is the online, we'll talk about the safety, or how to be safe online, and its securities and ethics and etiquette, and when we do online activities, especially in browsing, whatever activities that we have online, we have to know all these 4 topics, or 4 things that we will consider. And of course, the skills will be how to use the internet as a tool, how become an internet, or how to use the internet as a tool for credible research and information. And the contextualization for this is the online search and research skills. So we will learn some skills, how to do search and research online, and those are the lessons that we'll tackle in 2 weeks of the first quarter, and still continue with the first quarter, the weeks 3 and 4. So about the use of advanced tools and techniques found in common productivity and software applications. So we will tackle about the advanced tools in this 2 weeks, the 3rd and 4th week, and it's all about the office applications and some other applications, the tools and that we can use, and in like especially for mail merge and label generation, and custom animation and timing, hyperlinking, and integrating images and external materials in word processing, and how to embed files and data, and of course the advanced complex and computations. And that is for the weeks 3 and 4 of the first quarter. Then continue the weeks 5 and 6, and this is all about how to manipulate text, graphics, and images to create ICT content intended for online environment. And it has 2 lessons: imaging and design, and usable platforms or applications. So in the imaging and design for online environment, we have the basic principles of graphic and layout, the principles of visual message design using infographics, and of course online file format for images and text, and also the principles and basic techniques of image manipulation. And also we'll tackle about the basic image manipulation using offline or open source software, so we will tackle that one too, and how to combine text, graphics, and images and how to upload also, share, and image hosting platforms. You can use image hosting platforms also. So and of course the usable platforms or applications, we will use Google SketchUp and GIMP, and we also have some other applications that you probably can also touch as aside from this is not limited to only these two applications. And that was for weeks 5 and 6, and weeks 7 and 8 still part of the quarter 1, of course. And this weeks 7 and 8 is about the principles and techniques of designing using online creation tools, platforms, and applications to develop ICT content. So we have this online platform as tools for ICT content development. So the nature and purposes of it, and the basic web design principles and elements, and also web design using templates and online. What you see is what you get platforms. So methods, of course, we have the presentation, visualization, presentation or visualization. We will use Prezi as what I'm using now, and probably Soho and SlideShare, and then Mr. will just choose which is preferable to us. And cloud computing, Google Drive, Evernote, Dropbox, and social media. We have the most popular ones, Twitter, Facebook, and of course we have so many social media platforms that you can choose from, and Tumblr also. And of course we have the web page creation. We will study also how to make blogs or websites for free, and we will use only some of the web page creation application, or we can use this also popular Wix and Weebly, and we can also use some other websites to make web page. Okay, then the 5th one is file management. We will use how to convert Word to PDF and Zamzar also. And the 6th one is mapping, Google Maps and Wikimapia. We will tackle that one. Those also those part of the mapping. And for weeks 9 and 10, and the key learnings from the previous weeks, which they will synthesize into an integrated ICT content through collaboration with classmates and teachers, both peer and partners. So we have collaborative development, collaborative tools, and platforms to host. So we have here, for collaborative development of ICT content, we have the team structure and dynamics for ICT content, online collaborative tools, project management for ICT content, and curating existing content for use on the web. So that is for collaborative development of ICT content. And also we have online collaborative tools we may use. And tool 1, of course, we have the Google Docs, MS Office 365, and we have the Prezi, the one that I'm using, and Google Chats or Hangouts, and whatever. This is not limited to only Google Chats and Hangouts. These tools that we're talking, Skype, Viber, Kakao Talk, WeChat, and Line, but we can also use some other tools for this collaboration. And platforms that may be used to host newsletter and similar ICT content. We have the presentation or visualization, cloud computing, social media, web page creation, and blog sites. So here in presentation or visualization, of course, we will use Soho or Prezi, whatever is good to us or we are familiar with. And cloud computing, Google Apps, and social media, Facebook pages, Tumblr, and many social media that you can use. And also web page creation, Wix and Weebly, as what I said. And the last one, blog sites, Blogger, WordPress, LiveJournal, and Izu. So those are the things that we will tackle in the first quarter of this first semester of the school year 2020 to 2021. For the second quarter, we will tackle the key concept for this week 11 of the second quarter. How rich media content and interactivity affects and changes the user experience in the delivery and consumption of ICT content. So we have the two lessons that we will tackle: multimedia and ICTs, and types of rich and multimedia content. So for multimedia and ICTs, we have the rich content in the online environment, multimedia and the interactivity, and we can tackle also, we'll tackle Web 2.0, 3.0, and user participation in the web. And for types of rich and multimedia content, we will tackle also video and audio, embedded and on-demand, online games. Oh, some other students are happy with this because we will tackle online games, test and courseware. Of course, web dash, game dash, podcast, and blah 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 that we will tackle as those types of rich and multimedia content. And that is for week 11 for the first sem of and it's also part of the second quarter phase. Then for the week 12, we will tackle about the ICT as a tool, medium, and force in bringing about action and mobilize change in a population, society, or culture. And there are two lessons that we will tackle also: ICT as a platform for change and samples of this phenomenon. So ICTs as platform for change, we will study ICT as medium for advocacy and developmental communication, the social power of social media, digital citizenship of the Filipino people. And the second one is samples of ICTs as platform for change. So during the IDSA and Cardinal Sin's call to action via radio broadcast, and also its do's and the use of text messages to mobilize people. And million people march against pork barrel via Facebook. And those are just examples of ICTs as platform for change, and disaster relief operation and mobilization via internet and text bridges. So the last one is week 13 to 16 of this first semester for the second quarter phase, and we have the key concept: how to work with peers and external publics or partners for the development of an ICT project that advocates or mobilizes for a social, for specific social change or cause. So we have two lessons that we'll study: how to develop an ICT project for social change and sample of ICT advocacies. And of course, we have the planning and conceptualization of an ICT project for social change and research for ICT projects, audience profiling, demographic and psychographics, and will design and copyright for ICT projects too, and developing and constructing the ICT project. So the second one, these are example of or samples of ICT advocacies or projects, is anti-drug campaign, but it's not limited to this. We still have many things that you can choose from, and we'll just have the picture of what we will study in this semester, the two quarters of this semesters from week 1 to week 16. And hopefully that you have subscribed so that you will be notified. Of course, you also have to click your notification bell so that you will be notified if I have new videos uploaded to my e-classroom, The Great Check. So that's it, guys. That's it, class, and thank you for watching, and thank you for following this series of our study about our subject, empowerment technologies, and how information and communication technologies will become or becomes a tool. And this is just an overview as what we have here in this video, and see you in the next video. Bye everyone. Thanks for watching.